All right. Wednesday, additional thoughts. Lil Wayne, Carter 2. Probably going to be pretty straightforward in terms of the video and what I say. Of course, I say that and then it'll probably turn into like a 20-minute rant, right? Overall, I like Lil Wayne. Overall, I enjoy Carter 2. Overall, I'm liking what I'm hearing from Lil Wayne. However, there's always that, right? Overall, I'm not quite there yet with Lil Wayne and some of the praise that other people have put upon him. Because people have told me that Lil Wayne is their personal all-time best ever, greatest rapper in the history ever. It's kind of fun to experience that. It's kind of fun to be here now with my own preferences and what I like and what I'm interested in and what draws me towards certain artists, and then kind of hear other people's opinions and what they're into and why and so on. You know, with Lil Wayne, the things that I love, right? I love like stories that weave through an album and themes, and I like a lot of change in vocal performance and style and flow and inflection and power and all that kind of stuff. Maybe a little bit of complex writing, things to solve. And Lil Wayne he isn't really any of those things, you know? But what he does well. And what he does, I enjoy. But I'm just not blown away yet. So I'm very excited to listen to Carter 3. Because it has been fun going through this album this week and seeing some of the debate between Carter 2 and Carter 3. And it seems like there's not a lot of middle ground there. Either people, it's not like, I haven't really seen anybody say they like both the same. There's either the Carter 2 camp or the Carter 3 camp. And I know Carter 3 is a bigger one. It's fun to go through these in order, but I'm curious to listen to that album now and see how do I feel about that one. Because I wonder if that's the one that's going to win me over on Lil Wayne. Not that I dislike him. I do like him. But I'm not like sold on him yet. Like if I had 10 albums to pick from, I don't know how often I would pick Lil Wayne. You know, that's really all there is to it. I do have some notes. On the second listen, though, I did find myself just laughing. One of the things that is really fun about Lil Wayne, and I was thinking about this, how is it? Where does he land in just my overall enjoyment and preference and stuff? And he's fun to listen to, and he's pretty easy to listen to. All the things I said earlier about, stories and complex rhymes. Sometimes it's too much. Sometimes you don't want all that. And so it's nice because Lil Wayne exists just like one step off of that. It doesn't go so far down some of those extreme rabbit holes in terms of writing and lyrics and flow and schemes and themes and all this kind of stuff. It's very straightforward, very easy to digest, nothing to pick apart, nothing to solve. I mean, for the most part, I don't really think you're going to hear something new on the 50th listen for the album. You're going to hear the funny lines, you're going to hear some of this and some of that. But for the most part, pretty easy, pretty out in the open, pretty easy to dive into. Accessible, I suppose, would be the word. And, maybe that's one of the reasons why so many people enjoy them. Because you don't have to go to that next level where you're like breaking out fucking Urban Dictionary and looking up historical terms to understand what happened. All this other shit, right? Like Kendrick Lamar. You don't need a fucking 20-episode podcast series to dissect one album on, like To Pimp a Butterfly. But I did notice something, and I was thinking, maybe I'm being a little too unfair because this came out, well, according to this, 2005. So I'm just going to say 20 years ago, roughly. We're almost 2024. This was beginning 2005. And I was thinking about how when I was a kid, I was growing up in California, I was a huge, huge Joe Montana fan. Love Joe Montana. And great quarterback, legendary quarterback, all this other stuff, right? And then time goes on, and then this other guy, Tom Brady, comes along, and Drew Brees, Peyton Manning. And if you look at their stats compared to Joe Montana's stats, I mean, sure, there might be some competition here or there, but overall, some of the later quarterbacks have done better than the earlier quarterbacks that were so highly regarded. And I think there's something to be said with that idea in terms of rap and hip-hop in general. Hip-hop evolved so quickly and so fast, and people build off of each other and learn and grow from what other people did, or are inspired by what other people did. And so I feel like with Wayne, because I noticed, okay, well, who do I consider to be better than Wayne? Who do I like more than Wayne? And I noticed a lot of the names that popped into my head came after Lil Wayne. So is it a fair comparison? I don't know. But then you can go back the other way and go, look, people give Biggie and Tupac all the props, and they deserve it. You know, fucking great rappers, great power, great style, great flow, just great rappers. But there you go. I kind of lost my train of thought there. Really, the idea being, just trying to sort out how it is that people come to enjoy their favorite rappers the most, what drives them towards certain styles and certain elements. With Lil Wayne being a Southern rapper, the style is a little bit more, slowed down in terms of pace. It's not over the top production. It's not, super crazy fast flow and all this stuff. It's just a little bit more chill, So that's more of the style. Anyway, kind of a pointless wandering rant there. In terms of tracks, the album did grow on me. I put a couple more hearts in. I still skip Grown Man. I feel like I'm still very much of the opinion that that track doesn't really need to be on this album at all. It feels out of place to me. It's I don't know. I'm not into it. Still not into Best Rapper Alive. And I think part of it is I don't really care about the sample. I don't listen to Iron Maiden, so there's no connection there. And then two, this is one of the songs that set me into this whole spiral of Best Rapper. I mean, it's called Best Rapper Alive. And anytime I hear him talking about how he's the best rapper alive, I go, I don't know, though. I don't know. I'm not sold. So that was my experience with that. Still no heart next to Receipt. I feel the same way in that they're just hitting those beats a little too much for me to get into it. I did end up putting a heart next to, what was it? I can't remember. Doughboy I still like. Feel Me I still skip because I don't like the whole interview part. It feels like half song, half interview. But basically, those three tracks, Best Rapper Alive, Grown Man, and Feel Me, I don't have hearts next to, and I don't have hearts next to the skits. Everything else has got hearts. So overall, I enjoyed the album. And I guess that's really all I have to say. It is a little challenging when you enjoy an album, but you don't love it, so you can't rave about it. But you don't hate it, so you can't shit on it. It's like, yeah, it's cool. I think overall with this, I'm probably going to listen to Carter 3 sooner rather than later. It won't be this year, maybe January. I don't know. But it'll be relatively soon because I am very interested in Carter 3 now. I want to see, how does that sound? Why is there such a split between 2 and 3 and which one is people's favorites? Because I kind of wonder, I feel like maybe I will like Carter 3 much more than Carter 2. And then maybe I will get sold on Lil Wayne. Anyway, there you go. That's about it. Kind of a short, sweet, straight to the point video. Friday, I'm still technically doing my November bit, but Friday's the new Nicki album. I'm going to do the new Nicki album. So I'm looking forward to checking out that. Apparently it's been 5 years since her last album. I'm excited about that. People grow and go through things and change and have something to write about when they spend that amount of time between albums. And so we'll see what she does. It'll be interesting. Oh, and there's my wifey in the background. She just got back and she's going back to making more cookies. Yay. All right, y'all, take care. We'll see you soon.